When buying a home, these are often the more important things to consider.
Hodgson on the lending side in regards to some of the upcoming anticipated Federal Reserve cut. And really what we want to kind of get our head around is, should you be looking to buy in 25, late 25, 26?
Because when they say they're going to cut the overnight Fed funds rate, which is the rate at which banks lend money to each other, right? It's not a one for one with mortgage rates, right?
Right.
So what that does is it affects the yields between the mortgage-backed securities and the Treasury. Okay. Now it has an effect on mortgage rates in that. So there, and this, you probably heard me say this 100 times and hate it, but there's, I heard once that there's only one thing that affects mortgage rates, and that's mortgage-backed securities. But unfortunately, everything affects mortgage-backed securities, right? And so a way to look at it is the Fed cuts the funds rate, and then there's lag, and then we see how that affects the bond market and the treasuries market, and then that again will affect mortgage rates, right?
So if I can oversimplify those kind of non-analytical folk, would it be as simple as saying when the Federal Reserves make a cut, it is indicating a trend, a potential trend in the short term of mortgage interest rates in the direction that they modified up or down, and there isn't a direct one-to-one correlation?
Yeah, I don't think we should overanalyze. If it's the right time for you, then you should buy, right? Like that. Like so, my advice to home buyers would be more of what are your personal plans, right? What is your plan for you and your family?
Yeah.
What, are you staying put for a while?
That's usually my first question is, are you likely to move because of your job or just want to be in another area? Are you going to have major life events in the short, maybe midterm? You know, then you're right. Don't get in because there's cost to get back out. But generally speaking, people are going to get in a house and stay, for long enough that, even if there's a downturn in the market, which nobody perceives there's going to be another crash like '08.
Like if it's right for you, it's right to buy now. It's right for you to buy now.
I think an even kind of overarching summary that we always talk about is just call us. There's no obligation. Just let's chat through your personal situation, because right now we're talking about, some examples and generalities.